Hey guys, another update video for you today. So I've got something different for you this time. It's not the minigame, that's coming. It just takes a little while, and I had other ideas that I kind of wanted to work on too. So I saw PG5's random dungeon generator on Planet Minecraft before, or earlier, and I thought I could do it a little better, at least redstone wise. So what I have is a random dungeon right here, and all the red parts you see are places where walls can be, so they might go down there or they might stay open. It's all random, like I said. And there's dispensers as well. The green dispensers dispense enemies, and the yellow dispensers dispense items. And of course, those are just kind of placeholders for now, because I'll be adding a lot of aesthetics and just make it look really, really nice. And those are just kind of placeholders, so I know just the basics of where I should be putting them, in what room, and all that. So as you can see, there's a lot of places for walls to come up, and there's even these orange walls, and these ones, they're linked together, so one or the other will be on. Both of them will never be closed though, so there will always be one on for you to go through. And yeah, there's two of those. There's also another one over there. There's bunches of little rooms and places to go. It's really, yeah. So why don't we try it out? So you have your start or entrance button right here. Just activate it, go through, and you heard a bunch of pistons and the dispensers firing. So now there's all these walls here. That's just an update glitch. We can go through all these. See, there's a bunch of new corridors. So it's all changed thanks to this random generator. And if we can actually find our way to the exit, we can go through. There would normally be a door there. And as you can see, it resets when you leave. It's very simple. And both sides, that closed on me, both entrances work as exits as well. So I'm planning on making this modular thing. I already have 2 tiles done. This is the second tile, I'm going to call it, just like kind of pieces. So you'll be able to link these dungeons together that I'm making and kind of, I don't know, make your own linked dungeons. So it'll be kind of designed by you, but it'll still all be random. You can hear it all changed. So it'll all be random, but you'll be able to link them together, and it should be pretty cool. So I'll release a pack like that, and I think it would be pretty nice. And one thing you might have noticed is that it's all very organized. All these random generators for each one of the walls, they're all right next to each other. Very simple. You can tell what everything's doing if you look at it for a little while. Probably not just from this video. But yeah, got the off button and all that. And so they're designed to just hook right into each other. So as you can see, there's this is one entrance / exit. So you just hook it up to another one, and all the entrances and exits look exactly the same. So you could just hook it up to another one, and then you could walk through this tiny corridor and go on to another randomly generated dungeon. So it's really simple like that. And as you can see here, there's 20 mob spawning dispensers, there's 12 item spawning dispensers, and there's 22 of the walls that can be generated. So there's a lot of stuff that can change. It's like in the quintillions and possible numbers of variations. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'll be back in a second to show you the actual redstone workings behind this thing. Alright, so back with the redstone stuff. So let's start off with the random generators right here. So pretty much what happens here is when you press the on button, a pulse will be sent to all these dispensers, and they'll drop out an item, and it may or may not fall on this pressure plate. Let's test it out. That one did fall. That one did as well. That one didn't. So these pressure plates are hooked up to RS NOR latches. So when they activate, they'll switch the RS NOR latch around, and then the output will be on, which will activate the walls. But as you can see for this third one, which didn't activate, the output is off, so it wouldn't activate the walls. And of course, when you turn it off, all that does is send a pulse to these, to the other side of the RS NOR latch here, and it switches it so the outputs are all off. So it's really simple, easy design to make random generators. And yeah. So now let's move on to probably the biggest part of this whole design, which is the smart pistons, or at least that's what I like to call them. Pretty much what they do is they push a line of blocks straight up or over or down or whatever you need, and it's a really easy way to send pulses straight up or straight down without interfering with any redstone on the way, and without even being able to really see that there's a change happening. So you'll see if we press this button, that piston pushed this up, and then we'll push this line of blocks up, and then the line of blocks is pushed back down again. So see, goes up. When the blocks are pushed up, it completes this redstone line. So the power will go through here, and then back after a delay, and push the piston back down. And one thing to remember with smart pistons is that this delay will vary depending on how long of a pulse you have going into the original part. So if you have a much longer pulse, then you'll need a much longer delay for this piston to go down. But for a button, the timing is 2 full repeaters and 1 regular and one tick repeater, if you're interested. So that's all that does. It's a good way to distribute information straight up, and of course if you have any redstone like along here or whatnot in your contraption, it's not going to be affected at all because it's just blocks moving. There's no redstone repeaters or torches or anything like that. So it's a really, really nice way to distribute information across long distances. And here's what would be one of the walls that could close or be open depending on the random number generator. But the way this works is if the RS NOR latch from the random generator turns on, then this redstone line will turn on, and these 3 pistons will extend down here, and this piston will also go down. So these 3 pistons are regular sticky pistons. They'll just push the blocks in place where the wall should be or not. And this is a regular piston, not sticky, and it will push the blocks down into a smart piston right here. Now you'll notice that this smart piston doesn't actually have an off. It doesn't have a pulse to turn itself off. And there's a reason for that, because when you push it down, these blocks will push down. It'll complete the redstone line here and turn on the bottom ones, so this wall will be completely closed, like so. And since the RS NOR latch will stay on or off, it needs to be able to stay like that. And then when you press the off button, it changes the RS NOR latches, so all the outputs are off, so it'll turn off like that. And now you see a problem here where the top pistons are pulled back into the roof, but the bottom pistons aren't pulled back into the floor yet. So one thing that also has to happen when you press the off button is it also needs to send a pulse to this bottom piston right here. So send a pulse, it breaks the redstone line, and the bottom pistons retract into the ground. And it also resets the smart piston at the same time. So that's how I did all these walls. It made it so I didn't have to loop any redstone around the entire structure like PG5 did. And it also allows you to just kind of build everything on top and bottom and the bottom, and really just not have anything on the sides, so it's really clean and nice to put together with other parts, which is what I'm planning on, since I'm planning on having a set of random dungeons, which you could take into MCedit and just mix and match them, and then go through them endlessly, pretty much. Since every entrance is also an exit, so it works both ways, of course. Here's the first tile I made just as a test. That's actually the first test, but this is the first actual working one. But yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing. Tell me what you guys think. I thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, see you guys next time.